Let me know when we're good to go.
We're good to go.
All right. Welcome, everyone. Welcome back to the Smash Talk podcast. My name is Edmund. Of course, we got Lux, Strides, and of course, Vance to join us for today's episode. And it's been a couple of weeks. Actually, a lot has happened. Evo has happened. SmashCon has happened. Both of these tournaments actually have been since the release of the newest patch, which included Hero, and that was the 4.0 patch, I believe, right? If I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
4.0,
I should
4.0.
probably know that. So big update, right? We're jumping from 3.12 or something like that to 4, right? From 3 to 4 essentially, and that brought a lot of changes. The biggest one being the Dragon Quest character Hero, and boy, has that stirred up a storm in the Smash community. What is
That's
there to
a
even say,
understatement.
man? Character, some people are saying like it's just a menace to the competitive
Yeah.
integrity of the game.
Yes.
There's a
That's
lot of
that's
RNG involved.
one of the most extreme takes you can have regarding Hero. But he's an extreme character, so I guess that's what's supposed to happen.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, so what are the main issues here? Who is anyone alone?
Oh no.
Oh, we lost
What
him.
happened?
Yeah, I was gonna say like I thought we lost your audio here, but
Yeah.
what was your question, bro? Because like your audio.
Oh yeah,
cut
repeat
off
the
for a
question. We
second.
lost you for a second.
Yeah.
So I mean, I was just asking if anyone wanted to take it away. Really, like where do we start with this, right? Like a lot of
Oh, I
people
got
are
this.
the question like should we ban the character or not? Actually,
That's
Australia has already banned the character, right?
Southern Australia.
Southern
Let's be
Australia.
clear.
Okay, that's important. That's important to
you
know
know
because
it's
it's
like you know what's funny? It's people. It's like when
What
people
does that
talk about
include?
Florida.
Sydney is Sydney in the south because I'm an honorary Sydney Australian smasher.
You
from
know
what
what's
I've
funny? It's like the
been
way
told.
people describe Florida. It's like not just Florida, Southern Florida. Okay, that's
Yeah.
how I feel. Okay, look,
The
Yeah.
the whole country isn't completely behind the ban. It's just one region in the country that decided to ban
I, I
Hero
really, I really wish I
after
was
the
in the
TL
backroom
got
chat for
dropped.
that.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's another that brings up a good point. We probably should have like an actual back room to talk about these things. That's what I feel is
You
there's
know
so
what?
much discourse.
Funny you mentioned that. Someone's been on that agenda for months and months and months and months. Specifically, that there aren't very many liberal liberal rule set ideologues on that committee. So
And
put
it's
Lux on the
true.
rule set committee.
It's
But
true.
yeah, go ahead, Vance.
Yeah, we should have a pretty big back room, and they should be
Yeah.
like
All
obviously
right.
having their own Twitter, and we should be able to talk to them and ask them questions. And but that's not the problem. Honestly, I'm not a big FGC person. I love playing multiple games. Like I love playing Street Fighter. I love playing Blaze Blue. I love playing Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle. I love all these games. Honestly, the one character I think I love playing Guilty Gear. There's an image that went out to get with the tweets about several other FGC characters with RNG, and I'm not gonna try to go ahead and mention them because they feel like it's part of it. I'm just gonna go ahead and bring it back into Smash because I know FGC as a whole they do have characters with RNG. You know they do deal with that kind of stuff. You know other games like Street Fighter, other games like Tekken. You know they have some kind of RNG going on too as well in some of their games. For Christ's sakes, Hearthstone has RNG, and even their community has dealt with RNG before with a card. Instead, they just do like a format rotation, but that's totally different from Smash. I mean, when you think about Hero in the context of this, in terms of Smash, or Smashes in general, if you want to ban Hero, then you're gonna have to go ahead and start asking yourself like, is Game and Watch okay? You know, like is the fact that Game and Watch can randomly nine you, heal, freeze you, or any of the same incoherent coherent abilities that Hero has, is that okay? Should we allow Game and Watch? You know, that's the kind of funny question you have to ask yourself. Because Game and Watch does have those abilities in a nutshell. He does have, in a sense, 9 special moves. He doesn't get to choose which one from a meter, but he does have 9 special moves. And I think it's a little ridiculous that some people want to ban Hero. I don't think the character, playing the character myself and playtesting the character myself, and obviously playing with several players who are using the character for funsies. The character doesn't seem that broken. Honestly, I think he's pretty decent. I think he's at the lower echelon of high tier. I think
he sucks if you ask me.
I think he's like the worst high tier. I think he's the worst.
I think he's a little better than that, but you know.
Yeah, I think it's the worst high tier or the best mid tier. That's just my opinion. I don't want to like make a tier list and then somebody tells me like, no man, your tier list is wrong. But like, I think he's like a solid character. His startup in terms of all his like aerials are complete utter garbage. They're really bad. Where he wins is the specials. The specials are honestly they're better than the butt of the character. I don't think the character needs to be banned.
So the problem like isn't okay. So sure, he has like a lot of stuff. Right, he kind of moves slow and hits heavy. Like he, in somewhat of a fashion, plays like Ike from Smash 4. Like if he's a very fundamental character, like in the neutral, but then, or with his normals, I should say, not in the neutral, because his neutral including specials, like his specials are all really good, even like disregarding the menu commands, right? But the fact of the matter is the RNG, it makes for some moments that are sure you could consider them bullshit. But the way I see it is like, if you're a hero player and you're not fundamentally sound, you might BS your favorite player one time, but are you going to be able to do that consistently? That's not going to happen. Like, in order to be good with hero, you're going to have to be a good player. And we actually saw that. Like, SmashCon was the first tournament that had hero legal. Evo, hero had already been released, but because of how late the patch came out, we were running a previous patch for that. So hero was not available at Evo. But for the first hero legal tournament, I think hero did not show up in like top 32, or I don't think there was a single one in top 32 of the tournament.
The only thing
probably not even top 64. I would have to take a look at the bracket.
No, like, and even Salem, like if somebody wants to argue about it, like even Salem said he only went hero just for the lulz against Luffin, like just to prove us some kind of point. So we didn't really see hero at top 32.
The highest placing hero at SmashCon, I believe, was Ryuga. And, yeah.
Not
Ryuga.
Salem.
No, because Salem didn't
he lost.
I have
I'm
faith in.
I'm talking about someone that literally used only hero.
Yeah, hero day one, and he went all hero.
Yeah, and he's also someone that's trying to like solo main hero.
Yeah.
At the same time,
I have faith in Ryuga's heroes, but what play? I believe someone in the chat said 64th.
Okay, I'll believe that. I don't think he got top 32.
Yeah, so, I'm not sure what place Ryuga got, but I mean, still, like we didn't see him at the end of the bracket. So that's early hero meta. Of course, things can change, but just from what I've seen, like playing as the character, what I've seen other people doing with the character and playing against the character, I think hero is only going to be good in the right hands, and it's going to take. And sure, he's gonna like delete your stock. A lot of the stuff really is reactable. You know what I mean? Like thwack whack, you can like shield those things. Like there's setups into them that are kind of iffy, but this is Smash Bros. That's how I see it.
Yeah.
Salem
is go ahead.
Salem got 49th with all heroes, says PSI guy in the chat. Huh. He said he only went Snake against Leffen. I
believe
that counts.
He was saying he was playing hero, and so it was kind of funny for the occasion of playing against Leffen that he would go Snake and then have we can talk about that whole entire match later. Is anybody in our group pro ban? Before I start jumping into some stuff.
I mean, I understand. I understand. I understand trying to ban the character though. Like like I said, I'm not part of when I think about like Game and Watch, I don't think that character needs to be banned. But like the one character I really do hate fighting when it comes to any other game inside Smash. I hate fighting Faust. I really hate that character. That character's just RNG, and like that character's hitboxes and the things he does in his game. If you guys know who Faust is from the game I'm talking about, if you've ever played any like Guilty Gear or Blade, if you ever played an Arc System Works game, like you would know how some of their characters work. I wish I didn't have to deal with the character, but that's the thing about getting good, right? Like RNG can only carry you so far. until you have to put fundamentals up on the table and say like, okay, here are my fundamentals, here are my RNG, here's what wins for sure. Strides, you're gonna say something.
So basically, my opinion on it is, if there's like a consensus between your community and all you guys have, like the players who go to your tournaments have all decided, oh man, we don't like Hero and what he's done in the game. We don't want to go to tournaments anymore if Hero's legal, and that's the case, then fine. I'm fine with the character being banned. But
Yeah,
I feel like it's been way too soon to even like properly have that type of discussion. Like if
right.
we've gone through enough tournaments and then they reach a decision that, oh, our community doesn't like this character and he's like degenerate to the game because I was winning against this random scrub and he did black and I didn't block and I died at 0 because that just happened, and I'm upset about that. So if that's what your community decides, that's fine. But I don't think we should already be going for like a widespread ban across like every tournament for this character because it hasn't been enough time. And like even if we say like, oh, we know what could potentially happen, if it to actually happen, I think we have to wait for that to actually happen before deciding on that. So that's
Sure.
my case.
Mhm.
I'm kind of on the fence, but at the same time,
We need more data.
no.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I told people I think I would have been okay if we banned Hero for like 2 weeks. Like just give her like a 2 week like no hero in tournament. That just
Just
to
so
see.
people can get prepared for it.
Yeah, just so
And
people can get prepared for it. Because
yeah.
I think I can't remember what game. I think it might have been
That would have been fine.
Mortal Kombat 9 or X. I can't remember. They banned like most of the DLC characters. They were I think I can't, don't quote me on this, please. Like I don't want somebody to like I can't really remember, but like they banned the character for 2 weeks, and then like nobody could use the character, and then after 2 weeks happened, there was enough data, enough videos, enough tech, enough discussion, and then people are like, okay, we're ready to fight this character like in a bigger way, and then people could go ahead
Yeah,
and talk
I think
about it.
that's fair. I can understand people being even upset about Hero being legal so fast at all these
Mhm.
like S tier tournaments. That
Yes.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Even
That
though
that
they
makes
even though
sense.
they clearly it's like a double edged sword because people aren't good enough with Hero yet to do much of anything because the
Those are
character's
two
not
different
that
kind of
good.
bands, right? Like,
But yeah, that would be fine. Just because hey, the character just came out. Like even though he's not amazing, he has all these weird things we need time to figure out. And then when we've gotten enough time, then we can have him at all these S tier tournaments and we'll be fine. I think
yeah,
that makes a lot of sense.
yep.
But like trying to get rid of him completely because he doesn't follow what your ideology of the game is, like competitively, I think that's a little silly because there's no way everyone is going to agree on these things. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I have
Like everyone
okay.
has different decisions.
I mean,
Playing a little devil's advocate with it. Some of the criteria, I think what is happening in the community, just kind of from the outside looking in and being a very big rule set ideologue myself, I think there's like a fundamental disconnect on how the Proband camp views the game and what is healthy and not healthy, and the anti-ban camp and what is healthy and not healthy. Because I think if you look at it, the anti-ban camp is coming from this place of clearly the character is not broken, he doesn't have the tournament results. Why do we ban him? But on the pro ban side, the argument is along the lines of the RNG is anti-competitive, and for that particular character, the RNG over centralizes the tactics and strategy utilized by the character. And you know, the question I guess I would pose to all three of you is, while we would clearly, I'll agree that if something is broken and destroys the game, it should be banned. Is RNG always anti-competitive and ban worthy?
um, that's a thing too because like I said, I really don't know all the like if you think about competitive games and not let's just go ahead and like move away a little bit from Smash and the FGC. I mentioned it earlier. Like a game like Hearthstone, they dealt with RNG in a much different manner than we thought. Like that game allows RNG to be a mechanic because of it being a non-physical card game.
Mm-hmm.
RNG is a part of a lot of games. When
Yeah,
you think
and it is.
about
It
it.
is.
Like
It's
board games,
it's
like
part of board games. It's part of
rolling a
D&D.
die is RNG, right?
Yeah, exactly. So like in that aspect, like there are so many RNG factors in a game like Hearthstone. Look at how much money is on the board for Hearthstone. Look, I mean, in a game like Magic the Gathering that has way more money, right? There's RNG in that game because you are dealing with a dice roll with some cards. I really don't play Magic, but like you are dealing with some RNG because you are either not guaranteed or guaranteed the best card that you need to win, and it is all based on RNG a little bit. So you have to ask yourself that question, like RNG in a competitive fighting game is definitely something that's not new, and we see how other communities deal with it. I think the thing is, this is the first time we've ever had a character that has RNG front and center versus Game and Watch. It's like RNG is a factor, but it's not part of the character's like showcase of toolkit.
Yeah.
Do I want that
That's
banned?
the thing.
You know, yeah. You're gonna say sides?
Yeah, that's the thing. We are dealing with a whole new type of character for Smash community to deal with, and I don't think it's fair to just not give it a chance to see how we potentially can learn how to deal with the character.
We
Just
can
kind
do
of
it.
like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's way too soon to write off the same like tier as items and immediately just dismiss it and say like, oh, well, he can have these crazy things. It's like we banned items for this reason, so that's why he should be banned. When
But
it's not, it's completely different level than items. It's like actually you controlling the character and everything. Like it's not like an automatically win type situation.
yeah, not like to call anyone out, Leffen, but items is a whole different ball game as well. Especially when you get like stuff like assist trophies. You get an assist trophy. The assist trophy allows you to snowball all the other items. It's just like it just becomes of like who got the first item, and then you win. Hero's not like that at all. Like there's a lot more like management hero. Yeah, there's the chance that someone might YOLO like not even look at the menu, just mash down B, and they get like something broken, and you die for it. But that's not gonna happen too often, right?
All right.
All this talk surrounding just the like RNG portion and that being a reason to ban, and we haven't even talked about like this whole other side of it, which is that the language barrier surrounding Hero. Like what's going to happen when players travel to other regions such as Japan and have to play on setups that are non-native to their country, their native tongue, and now they don't know the names of the spells. So
that,
I mean,
right,
are you
that,
gonna have to
we'll see,
learn
we'll
names
see,
of the spells like traveling?
We'll see that right there honestly is the biggest like pro ban movement question.
I don't know about that.
I personally don't think
I don't think that's true.
I don't either.
I personally don't think that's a good argument at all. So
I mean,
let me tell you this.
Okay.
I'll be realistic.
Oh, damn,
dude, Strides never.
This one makes me really upset.
Dude, this one hit his.
No. This one actually makes me really upset because you're telling me you're willing to pay thousands of dollars to go to a tournament and you can't even be asked to like learn what these things mean. It doesn't take that long. Like that's crazy. You have to be really, really. I don't want to say this, but you have to be really dumb to just say, okay, I'm gonna go all the way across the world for this tournament and not take 30 minutes to learn what these spells mean in another language. That's just crazy. That's like the biggest. Like you're saying that people are gonna be that lazy to not do that just so the character gets banned. Like I don't know. That's just really dumb to me.
Yeah.
I mean, all it takes is just the tournament organizer putting in as in their rule set. This is the default language for the tournament. It makes it very clear cut, and just unfortunately that does create an accessibility barrier for players. But until Nintendo steps in and makes it selectable individually or something like that, or figures out some crazy fix, it's just unfortunately what we have to do to have an operating.
And also,
game.
I'll say this too. I wasn't at SmashCon, but from what people told me, Zachary used Hero the same way, and he literally just learned what they mean in English, and like he doesn't speak English at all. I tried talking to him. I know he doesn't speak English.
Yeah, that's one point I was going to make. People think you're gonna have new language just to like learn the spells, but really it's about character recognition, as in like letters on a screen, symbols on a screen, right? Like, and you don't even have to memorize the whole thing, but say like in Japanese, like I think Accelerado is the only spell that has like a dash, like a straight like dash line across.
And even then, like you can put one and one together. Accelerado and accelerator are virtually the same words. They're easy to tell, so you can tell right away.
Right.
If you can read accelerate, you can read accelerado.
I mean, people can figure out based off what a Twitch or a Stitch face looks like.
because
From
the
a sim-
name of the spell is Accelerado.
I mean, just from a simple standpoint, people can pick out which turnip Peach or Daisy is holding just based off the facial expressions.
Yeah,
In the same way, people could interpret languages,
Right.
and
That's
symbols. I think.
that's true.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's a great way of putting it.
I
Yeah, that
super
is true.
dislike the
If you
whole
are going to
language
learn a
barrier
competitive
thing.
game and you're going to travel far distances, you are expected to learn that, for sure. Because
Sure. Yeah.
um,
I think so.
I guess another topic here, but really quick because we should probably wrap this topic up pretty soon. But like, I just wanted to like touch base bases. Since we got Hero, we got a new stage. And we're obviously in the middle of testing it. We haven't gotten past the testing phase. We're still in the testing phase, obviously, until further notice. But what do you guys think of Yggdrasil as a legal stage currently?
Legalize
I
it.
Well,
we got it because
It's-
there's been an outcry for like, yo, just
Yeah.
get rid of Yoshi's Island, and then finally like
Yeah.
somebody in that back
Legalize
room,
that too.
yeah, no, get rid of
yeah,
it. Stop.
I'm actually with Lux on this.
We
I've
should have
been
more
researching.
stages.
Yeah, I've been researching a lot about the way the game's been going, and I actually think uh we definitely have too many stages that benefit like campy or zoning characters or characters that can be really quick.
Yeah.
Like these really big FD like stages. I like Yggdrasil, but I feel like it adds another like FD type stage. So removing Yoshi's Island to add that doesn't really make sense for me because I think that is just still promoting one type of playstyle really. So I think I like the stage, it's fine, but we need to add back some more smaller stages too to balance it. Personally, that's how I feel about it. The stage itself is fine. Like it has like an FD mode. It has like a battlefield type stage, another like weird asymmetrical thing that doesn't really intrude too much. So I think it's fine as it is, but also I don't like that adding it takes away other stages because I
Mhm.
personally think there's too many big stages.
Yeah,
That's just
and
me.
Yggdrasil
Cosign.
is like our biggest stage yet. I think like blast zone
Yeah.
wise, it's like identical Kalos, except it's like ceiling wise and width wise, like side blast zones are just even bigger than the Kalos one. So, and it gives you FD, it gives you a Kalos layout, it gives you a battlefield layout,
Yeah,
and also like a PS2 layout, I believe, and then like a random one, or maybe it's just
Yeah.
maybe not the
one of
PS2
them is
layout.
one of them is actually the similar layout to Umbra Clock Tower, where it's like a platform like this and then another platform like that, and then it just goes away.
Yeah.
And
So
it's also random. It's also
it
each
comes
layout
out
doesn't.
random,
Yeah. They're not like on a cycle. Which one comes first, second, third? Like it's actually just completely random which one.
Other than that, I think the stage is like fine. Like
Yeah,
I think it's fine stage. I'd rather I agree with Strides. I think there's too many like big stages for sure.
okay. I mean, hopefully, in my opinion, I'm part of the get rid of Yoshi's Island brawl. I really don't like that stage, honestly. I'm
I
part
kind of
that movement.
wouldn't mind if it stayed.
Nah,
I think.
that's just me. Though. That's me.
Yeah, I think it just adding more stages would help. Adding more stages and having more bans, so like you can actually ban the stages you don't want to play on without limiting the options of all the characters.
Yeah.
I think that's where we should go with it. But I don't know. I'm not in the back room. That's just my personal opinion. I don't know how much it.
You should
affects
be.
me.
It sounds like.
Well, it's funny because like
we gotta get the liberals in there and take over
this
the
is the thing.
committee.
I've always talked about people just so we can end the subject. Someone asked me like, "Yo, like, they've asked? I'm pretty sure they've asked any of us at this point." Someone asked me like, "Yo, can you bring back this stage?" And I'm like, "Well, first of all, I'm not in the back room, so I'm not part of that like group chat. I'm sorry. Like, I literally told the person like, I'm sorry, I'm not part of that group chat. You can reach out to whoever's in that group chat and ask them if they can bring it back." And then they asked me, "Who is it?" I was like, "I don't know, man, but you gotta find somebody who's in that group chat about stages because I'm not part of it." And I feel like sometimes I do understand why some people view us as commentators, just commentators. Like, hey, it's just a commentator. Why should we allow a commentator in a group chat full of discussions about stages? But honestly, throw us a bone here, man, because sometimes people do see us more than they see them, especially the backroom people. And it would be nice to, just saying. But that's my take on it.
I don't know. I think commentators like should be involved in those types of discussions because
Exactly.
we have to talk. We have to talk about these things more than these people.
I
who are
won't
just
say
on
who
this
it is. I won't say
So
who it
it's
is.
just good to be more informed, like, even
Yeah.
just for that, so we would
Sure.
be able to help people who access stuff like that.
That's
Yeah.
a great
But
point.
yeah,
I won't say
anyway.
who it is, but a certain person did like it's a long time ago. He's probably a little bit different on it now, but like A certain person did say once out loud that I overheard that he thinks commentators should not be allowed, unless they're top players.
At them right now. Call them out.
I wish I could, man, but that guy is he's in a different ballpark. And with that, I think we're gonna go ahead and talk about something else, man. Do you want to do ads or do we want to keep?
Yeah, let's
Let's cut it up.
All right, guys. Well, we'll be right back. I'm gonna go ahead and some quick ads.
Yeah.
And don't touch that keyboard.